multipliers, so a part of the land gets sold to a cousin and another part of the land gets sold to another farmer. And that's the process of farm consolidation that we've seen in this country for many years. I mean, it's worth remembering that the number of farms has come down significantly and continues to come down in Canada, but the total amount of farmland has remained remarkably constant. The amount of food we produce has gone up significantly. So larger farms are producing more food on the same amount of land. Is sort of the trajectory we're on and have been for a while.
I'm going to ask you more about that in a moment. Just hang on the line. Alan Milliken is the co-owner of Covered Bridge Haskell Orchards in Head of Millstream, New Brunswick. How did you end up taking over your farm? There's a story there, right?
Well, there's always a story. Well, this farm's been on my wife's side of the family for 150 years now, so farm succession's been an ongoing thing. But in days past, as your former speaker alluded to, it was a little easier to jump into this thing. You know, if you have a small farm like we mostly have here in rural New Brunswick, we have a lot of beautiful dairy farms and stuff like that. We don't have the big farms like out west where we have thousands of acres and whatnot. So, you know, it's a little easier to deal with that stuff. But what we're seeing a lot around here, and I'm sure it's the rest of the country, but I can only speak for here, is that the farms tend to, you don't start your succession planning early enough. When you have somebody who's, let's say I'm 62, my wife, we're both almost 62, and we start thinking about farm succession, well, you know, we started kids early, they're all in their late 30s and 40s and that, they've built their careers and stuff like that with no mention of farm, and now they're used to a certain lifestyle and a way of living, and now we're going to dump them into the farm life. Now, that being said, they all very much dearly love coming back to this rural area. You know, a lot of them head home on their vacations and stuff like that.
They just don't want to work the farm.
They just they see what's going on before them. You know, when you have your parent who's 55 or 60, looks like 75, stressed all the time. You've got several big tractors parked out there that are worth way more than he's going to make in the next 10 years. You know, the bills, as they alluded to earlier, are very high, you know, for someone to just jump in. You really got to want to do it. Now, around here, what we see a lot of times is, say, these big dairy farms, if they haven't started young with their succession planning, you're going to get somebody from Germany or Holland or something that's going to buy the property and keep it going. Now, one of the things I've been thinking about, reflecting on this whole farm succession thing, you know, it's always nice to see your siblings take over the farm. Whatever the case may be, someone close to you. But is it more important to keep the farm going? You know what I mean? Farm succession's one thing with your own family, but let's keep the farm going.
So